Hello students, welcome you to the physical science class. Today we are going to learn about methods of separating solid liquid mixtures. When sugar is added to water and stirred, the sugar dissolves and forms a solution of sugar in water. The particles of sugar can no longer be seen. This is because when sugar is dissolved in water, it breaks up into its individual molecules and occupies the spaces between the water molecules. Since individual molecules are too small to be seen, the sugar seems to disappear in the water. The sugar is invisible in water. The substance that dissolves in a liquid is called the solute. Sugar dissolves in water. Hence, sugar is known as solute. The liquid in which the solute dissolves is called the solvent. Water dissolves the sugar. Water is known as solvent. Water can dissolve a large number of substances in it. Therefore, water is called a universal solvent. Substances such as sugar and salt that dissolve readily in water and they are said to be soluble in water. Substances like sand and flour that do not dissolve in water and hence they are said to be insoluble in water. Insoluble substances that are heavier than the liquid are separated by sedimentation and decantation or by filtration. Sedimentation is the process of settling down of heavy solids in a mixture of a liquid and an insoluble solid. If a mixture of sand and water is allowed to stand undisturbed for some time, the sand solid will settle down as sediment. The deposition of solid matter at the bottom of a liquid is known as sedimentation. The solid matter which settles down at the bottom of a liquid is called as sediment. After sedimentation, we get two layers. The upper layer is of clear liquid and the lower layer is of sediment. After settling down the sediment, the water forms a clear layer at the top. This layer of water can be removed without disturbing the sand at the bottom by a process called decantation. Decantation is the removal of the clear layer of the liquid without disturbing the settled solids. The process of pouring out of a liquid from a vessel without disturbing the sediments is called decantation. There are some mixtures which contain insoluble solid particles suspended in a liquid. The solid particles which are insoluble in a liquid can be separated by decantation. A mixture of sand and water contains sand particles suspended in water. Sand can be separated from sand-water mixture by the method of decantation. We pour the clear water into another beaker without disturbing the sediment of sand. This process is called decantation. The process of decantation is used in our everyday life. Rises and pulses bought from the market usually have dust or soil particles as impurities in them. So, rice and pulses are always washed before cooking. When we add water to rice or pulses taken in a vessel, then the impurities such as dust and soil particles get separated and go into water. Due to this, the water becomes a little dirty. The rice or pulses, being heavy, remain at the bottom of the vessel, and dirty water is separated by decantation by tilting the vessel to one side. The process of decantation can be used for separation only when the solid does not dissolve in the liquid. Both sedimentation and decantation are used for removing insoluble impurities from river and canal water in water treatment plants. The clear water is supplied to towns and cities. Loading. Sometimes the water fetched from a river, lake, or pond is muddy due to the presence of fine clay particles suspended in it. These suspended clay particles are very small and take a long time to settle down on their own. The settling down of suspended clay particles of muddy water can be made faster by the process of loading. Loading is the process of making the insoluble solids in a liquid settle down faster by the addition of specific chemicals. The chemical used here is alum. When alum is added to muddy water, it attaches itself to the dirt particles and makes them stick together and settle down. Alum is said to be the coagulating agent. Loading is the process in which alum particles are deposited on suspended clay particles of muddy water to make them heavy and settle down rapidly. Muddy water is a mixture of water and suspended clay particles. The muddy water is taken in a beaker. A big piece of alum is taken and a thread is tied to it. The piece of alum is then put in the beaker of muddy water and rotated in it 3 or 4 times by holding from thread. After this, piece of alum is taken out from the beaker. When the piece of alum is rotated in muddy water, some of the alum dissolves in water. The particle of dissolved alum deposit on the suspended clay particles of muddy water. In this way, the suspended clay particles become loaded with heavy alum particles. Due to this, the clay particles become quite heavy and settle down at the bottom of beaker quite rapidly. When all the suspended clay particles settle down, the water becomes clear. The clear water is then decanted into another beaker. Filtration. Solutions that contain very fine insoluble particles that are evenly distributed in them are called suspensions. These particles can be removed by the process of filtration. Filtration is the process by which very fine insoluble solids can be separated from a solid liquid mixture by passing it through a suitable porous material. Porous means allowing material to pass through. The process by which two substances, an insoluble solid and a liquid, are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering device such as filter paper, strainer, or muslin cloth is called filtration. Filtration is used at home to remove tea leaves from tea. Fruit and vegetable juices are also filtered to remove the seeds and pulp. We use filter papers to remove the fine impurities. A filter paper is a round piece of special paper which has millions of tiny holes in it. The holes of filter paper are so small that they cannot be seen with naked eyes. The liquids can pass through tiny holes of paper, but solid particles being large cannot pass through the tiny holes of the filter paper. The solid which remains on the filter paper is called residue. The liquid which passes through the filter paper is called filtrate. Before a filter paper can be used for the process of filtration, it is folded properly to make a hollow cone. The process of removing insoluble solids from a liquid by using a filter paper is known as filtration. Filtration is used for separating insoluble substances from a liquid. The mixture of insoluble solid and liquid is poured into a filter paper cone fixed in a funnel by using a glass rod. The liquid passes through the filter paper and collects in the beaker kept below the funnel. The solid particles do not pass through the filter paper and remain behind on the filter paper. A mixture of insoluble solid in a liquid is separated into the solid and clear liquid. A mixture of chalk and water is separated by filtration. When the mixture of chalk and water is poured on the filter paper fixed in a funnel, then clear water passes through the filter paper and collects as filtrate. The chalk particles remain behind on filter paper as residue. A mixture of sand and water can also be separated by filtration. When the mixture of sand and water is poured on a filter paper fixed in funnel, then clear water passes through filter paper and collects as filtrate. The sand remains behind on filter paper in the form of a residue. In everyday life, different kinds of filters are used for example, a wire mesh, a piece of cotton, a piece of muslin cloth, tea strainer. To separate used tea leaves, we pour the prepared tea over the tea strainer. The tea strainer has a wire mesh in it which acts as a filter. The liquid tea passes through the small holes of tea strainer and collects in the cup below. The tea leaves do not pass through the tea strainer. The tea leaves remain behind on the tea strainer. The used tea leaves are separated from prepared tea by the method of filtration. Fruit juice is also filtered by using a strainer as filter to remove the seeds and solid particles of pulp. When milk is cooled after boiling, a layer of cream is formed on its surface. This cream can be removed from the milk by filtering it through a piece of cloth. The milk passes through the cloths whereas cream is left on the cloth. At water treatment works, the river water or lake water is filtered by using sand filters. A mixture of two liquids cannot be separated by filtration. A mixture of milk and water cannot be separated by filtration. The sand and water mixture is taken in a beaker. Allow the mixture to stand for 5 to 10 minutes without disturbing it. Sand settles down at the bottom of the beaker. This layer of sand is called sediment. The deposition of sand at the bottom of a beaker is called sedimentation. When the sand settles down, clear water is left above the layer of sand. Slowly pour out clear water into another empty beaker. We pour the clear water into another beaker without disturbing the sediment of sand. This process is called decantation. When all the clear water has been poured out, only sand is left at the bottom of the beaker. In this way, a mixture of sand and water has been separated into sand and clear water by decantation. Fold the filter paper to make a cone. Wet it slightly and place it in the funnel. Place the funnel over the flask. Slowly pour the muddy water into the funnel. Water passes through the filter paper and is collected in the flask. Mud remains on the filter paper. Mud and water can be separated using filtration. The liquid that passes through the filter paper is called the filtrate. The insoluble solid component retained on the filter paper during the process of filtration is called the residue. Use of water filters. Water filters of different kinds are commonly used nowadays in homes, schools, offices, and hotels. Depending upon the type of filter, these filters can remove anything from suspended particles to tiny bacteria and even tinier viruses from water. Suspended means being spread throughout a liquid. The pipelines used for distribution of water are sometimes defective or gets damaged. This leads to water being contaminated by disease-causing germs. Such contamination has led to disease such as typhoid and jaundice. Water filters help to remove germs from the water. Thank you, students. I hope that you have understood very well about separation methods of insoluble solids from liquids such as sedimentation, decantation, loading and filtration. Thank you for listening.